Where are you from and what's your name?
I'm Jennifer Matthews, and I'm from the great state of Oklahoma, mainly by way of Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of the Gap Band and Charlie Wilson.
So tell us why we're here today.
So I am doing studio hibernation with MTC Empire. So this is my first time actually recording music in a studio by myself, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. It's been 2 days of non-stop studio work. I have not seen outside in 2 days, but it's been worth it. I've been able to cut 2 records today and 3 records yesterday, so all of 5 in 2 days, which is almost unheard of. But I mean, hey, I see some of the plaques on these walls, so I'm like, I'm in good company.
So who are we working with today?
OMG, first, Daryl, Tiger the writer. He has been top notch from the songwriting to helping me with the hooks and the verses and putting together some really good lyrics with what I already have written. And then Antonio Reed Jr. decides he wants to step in the studio, and that kind of took me by surprise because I was like, oh my gosh, you're Antonio Reed Jr. So it's been fun working with him, getting his advice here and there. It's really been some heavy hitters in the studio with me this weekend. So I'm pretty happy with it.
A couple questions.
Okay.
What's it like? I know before you were a songwriter. What's it like being, I guess, more in front of the camera? I guess.
So I'm a behind the scenes kind of person. So I've been songwriting and administering a catalog that I own for years, but to actually put my songs with my voice in the studio has been completely different, and it's allowed me to actually hear myself and what I sound like and really perfect my voice as a whole. So I'm extremely excited to, meet my singing self for the first time.
That's nice. What's it like transitioning careers from, I guess, journalism to now the music industry?
Oh my goodness, so daytime, I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time producer at CNN, but music has always been my passion. From the time I was little, everybody in my family is a singer, a songwriter, of course on the gospel circuit, but growing up, if you weren't singing or playing an instrument by the time you were 4 or 5, we were really wondering what you were going to amount to in life. So I was fortunate enough to have a voice and have the skills to songwrite, and it's just been really, really fun. The transition has been difficult because songwriting is different from news writing. They're both really, really crazy fields, so balancing the two is really a balancing act that I don't know how I do it, but I do it and I'm having fun, riding this wave.
You have a very beautiful voice. I was wondering what are some of your inspirations for the project? Because I feel very soulful and a lot of different inspirations. I'm just trying to figure out where that's coming from.
Oh my goodness, the Clark sisters, hands down. Faith Evans, Whitney Houston, Monica, Lettucey, Layla Hathaway. I love Layla Hathaway. Her vocal range is crazy, but I love listening to anything that she puts out. And then of course, I love Diana Ross. I really love old school. I was raised by my mother and great grandmother, so my taste in music is all over the place. You know, I went to a suburbia high school, so, you know, I can listen to Three Doors Down, but I can also listen to Lil Jon, I can listen to Frank Sinatra, but I can also listen to Whitney. So, I mean, I have, you know, I am a fan of all music and have no real preference. Just depends on my mood.
That's good. I guess final question would be, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Ooh, 5 years from now, 5 years from now, I'd like to think that I'd at least have 2 albums out. I will have been on at least 1 tour. 2 Grammys, that's not a stretch because it can be done. It can really be done. And I also, you know, want to challenge a couple of gospel artists to, you know, really, you know, bring over some of the secular artists for collaborations and projects, and I would love to pioneer that. Like, I can see it. So, lots of collaboration projects. I might read a script or 2. You just never know. I mean, it's one of those things to where I'm open. Now that I've actually conquered my fear of getting behind a mic in the studio, I feel like I can do anything at this point.
Well, I think that's all I have for you. Do you have any last message that you want to send out to your fans?
Kindness don't cost a thing, and please and thank you will take you further than $1.
All right, that has it. That's it. Jennifer Matthews, ladies and gentlemen.